John 11:36. Elegon un ho Judaioi, ide pos ephile auton. Right before this we read that Jesus wept. And now we read, so the Jews were saying, that is, was their conversation in response to that, behold how he loved him. Right? They're seeing the amazing love that Jesus had for Lazarus displayed through his weeping. This ide is sometimes called a frozen imperative, because even though here it would seem to be addressing more than a second person singular, more than one person, it's still a second singular form. It was used so frequently it just became almost like a particle, meaning behold, like, hey, take notice of this. Technically, it's a second aorist active imperative, and sometimes it still functions that way. We saw that recently, second person singular. But it can also be a frozen imperative, meaning, hey, take note of this to more than one person. Behold how he loved, that ephile, the lexical form of that is phileo. And when we write that out, you remember, oh, that's one of those contract verbs, right, where the last letter of the stem is an alpha, epsilon, or omicron. So I'm not surprised when we have our regular endings come here. Think about your imperfect endings on, s, and then for the third singular, many times there's a movable nu, but never with a contract verb. So we have an epsilon and epsilon coming together, so that makes a. This is just an imperfect, right? You have to take account for that augment on the beginning. It's an imperfect, active, indicative, third person singular. He was loving, or he loved. He was loving, and then there's your accusative direct object referring to Lazarus. He was loving him.